Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in this video, we are going to prepare for your upcoming Cognizant GenC Aptitude Assessment. As you might be aware that in your Cognizant GenC Aptitude Assessment, there is an important section which is for Gamified Aptitude. And that section is very fun to solve, but the main important thing is you need to have a better practice of questions beforehand solving. Otherwise, when you will see those questions for the first time, you might not understand how you have to actually attempt that, and then you will waste your time. Because along with accuracy, it is equally important to solve as much as questions possible in that section, okay, which is your gamified aptitude. So in this video we will be solving questions related to your gamified aptitude, and we will take multiple questions from your switch challenges, gap challenges, and everything. Make sure to watch the video till complete end, so for to have your best preparation. And I just want one thing from you guys: if you are finding this video helpful, make sure to write the word helpful in the comment section. With that, I get to know how many of you are preparing for it, and I will post more videos related to that. Guys, before we start the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I regularly post helpful videos for all of you on regular basis. Also, there is a complete playlist on my channel related to Cognizant Prep. Make sure to check this playlist. You will find a lot of helpful actual questions, and the questions that we are going to see in this video are also your actual assessment questions, and chances are very high that the same questions are going to repeat in your assessment too. So without wasting any time, let's get started with our first question. Let's look at this question. We have question mark in the second row, okay, and we need to see which of these options will come in the place of question mark. See, first of all, we have to eliminate all the ones which are there in the same row or same column, okay. So plus is already there in this column, so plus cannot come twice. So definitely in the place of question mark, plus cannot come. Similarly is the case with star also. Star is already there in this column, so in this column star is already there, so star cannot come in the place of question mark also. Again, triangle is also there, so triangle also we have to eliminate. The only option that is left is circle. So after putting circle, we can see in this row nowhere circle is coming, and in this column also nowhere circle is coming. So the circle is correct answer for this question. Let's look at this question. We have the question mark in row 4th, okay, and we have to select one of the options from one of the signs from the given options, okay. Let's see. See, first of all, star and circle cannot come because star and circle are already coming in this column. So we cannot have two same signs in the same column. Okay. So we have eliminated both of these. Then what else? We have plus and triangle. So see, if we put a plus here, then triangle has to go there. But triangle cannot come in this row because already there is a triangle. So it is mandatory that we have to put a triangle here. And then when we will put a plus here, there will be no problem, right? So the correct answer in this case is going to be triangle. So question mark will be replaced with triangle in this case. Let's look at this question. Again, in order to solve it, what I will do is, first of all, I will mark these numbers, okay. I will give them markings to the figures, okay. Now we have input, we have codes, and then we have output, okay. Let's see how we can solve it. So first of all, what we will do is we will give the numberings to the output one, okay. So see, plus is at number 1 position, circle was at number 2, star was at 4, and then this is at 3. So how you will solve it? 3, 4, 2, 1. So this is the correct code for this, okay. So the answer for this is going to be 3, 4, 2, 1. Now guys, I will give you a quick trick, okay, because these types of questions you need to attempt a lot of questions in short time. So how you will do it? So see, first of all, whenever you get the question, you can't do any numbering and all, okay. While I am explaining, I am doing this numbering and all so that you understand better. What you have to do, you have to understand what is at the first place. See, first place, you have plus, okay. In the answer figure, what is where is first, okay. So first is at the last place. Check your options. How many options? One is coming at the end. So in only one option, one is coming at the end. So yes, this is only going to be the correct answer. In this way, you can solve these questions very quickly and without wasting any time, because usually elimination method will definitely work in these kinds of questions, okay. Like if you are solving this question, try to figure it out this way, and if the question is complex, then you can take more time. But with this way, it will be solved very quickly. Let's move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. So in this question, we have question mark in the first place, right? That is in the first row. So now we have to find what sign can replace question mark here. Okay, while solving, we have to understand that in one row, one sign can come only once, okay, and in one column, one sign can come only once. So let's see. Triangle cannot come in this place of question mark because triangle is already there in this column, right? Also, plus can also not come because plus is already there in this column. If you see, star can also not come because star is there in this row, right? So we cannot have two stars in the same row. So that is why star can also not come. The only option that is left is circle. So if we put a circle here, that is following our conditions also. So that is why circle is going to come in this place. So circle is the answer of this question. Let's look at this question. So we have the question mark here in the third row. Okay, so we have to fill one sign in from these given options such that it should not be repeating in the row and it should not be repeating in the column also. That is the concept we have to follow. Let's see. So see, obviously star and triangle cannot come because star and triangle are already coming in this row. So we can eliminate these two options, right? Now we are left with three signs, which is circle, plus and square. So see, square cannot come in this place, right? Because square is already there in this row, right? And also if you see, now we are only left with two empty boxes in this column. So square cannot also come here also because square is there in the first row also. So the only place for square that is left is this one. So question mark cannot be replaced with square, that is for sure, because square is going to come in this last place. Now we have only two options with us, that is circle and plus. So see, circle can fit in both places, okay, as such there is no problem as of now. But if you see plus cannot go there. So the correct arrangement will be what? Plus will come here and circle should go there. So the correct answer should be that the plus should come in the place of question mark and circle can fit in, but that is not the correct answer because we also have to see the arrangement of the others also. So the correct answer for this question is going to be plus. Let's look at this question. Okay, so guys, what we have question mark in our row number 4th. Okay, so in this question we have to find out what symbol will come out of these given options in the place of question mark. Let's try to solve this problem. See, first let us eliminate the extra options which will not come. Plus cannot come because plus is already there in this column, right? So in one column same sign cannot come twice, right? So plus cannot come here. Again, circle can also not come here because circle is already there in this column. Now we are left with three signs. So we have to figure out of these three which one will come. So let's understand. Before that, before finding what will come here, let us try to fill this position. See, if you notice row number 2, which is this row, in this already three signs are there, which means two more signs possibilities there. Okay, what are the two more signs which can come in this place? One is star and one is square. So obviously square cannot come here because square is already in this row. So star will come here and then square will come here, right? So then row 2 will be completed. Right now, while completing this row 2, we also completed this position of our column 2. So now if you see, we are only left because square is already there in this column. So square can also cannot come in this question mark position. Now we are only left with two signs, which is star and triangle. So if you see triangle we cannot put here, right? Because triangle is already there in the last row. So obviously the only place for triangle is this one and the star will go here. Okay. So the star cannot come in this question mark. So the only thing that will come in question mark is triangle. So the correct answer for this question is going to be triangle. Hope you have understood the concept. Let's look at this question. We have the question mark in second row, okay, and we have to tell which symbol will come here, okay, in this place of question mark. See, star cannot come, triangle cannot come, and circle cannot come because they all are in the same column already, and we cannot have more than one same symbol in the same column. Okay, so because of that, we will eliminate star, triangle, and circle. So the only left option is square. So the correct answer for this question is going to be square. Question mark in the place of question mark, square should come. Okay, let's now see the next question. Let's see this types of question. So guys, in this types of question, you have one more level up. Okay, let's see. First of all, what we will do, we will simply do the markings. Okay. Now in the first level, the already code is given to us. That is, this figures will go through this code and we will get one output. Okay, and based on that output that we get, again it has to go via some more code and then we will get this final output. So how you will solve this question is, so if we will pass this input through this code, okay, that is 2143. So what we will get the output as 2, that is triangle, 1 is plus, 4 is circle, and then 3, which is star. So this is the output we have got at this point. Now we have to check, okay, again we have to give the markings here, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and now we have to check how our output is getting formed. So let's see, circle is 3, plus is 2, triangle is 1, and then star is 4. So this is our output that we are getting. So let's see if we have this code 3241. Yes, 3241 is there. So this one is the correct answer for this one. Okay, 3241. 4 1. I hope you understood this type of question. Here at one level the code was already given to us, so based on that we have to deduce the figure, and then based on the figure deduced we have to find out what is the exact code that is getting followed. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's look at this question. So in this question we have this problem statement where we need to find out that in place of question mark which of the given symbols will come. Okay, so let's try to solve this. Before that, if you want to understand how this logic works, I would suggest that please pause for a second, try to think on your own, and then you can proceed with it. Okay, see, the basic concept is one symbol cannot come twice in a row and in a column. So for example, if in this row a triangle is already there, so one more triangle cannot come, right? We know that. So let's eliminate triangle as one of the options and square as one of the options, because we have to find what will come in place of question mark, and triangle and square are already there. So now let's see what can come. Now we are left with plus and circle. So let's see, can we fit a plus here? Can we fit it? No, that is not possible. Why so? Because plus is already coming once, right? So the only option that we have is plus will come here and here circle will come. Okay, so that is why the answer for this question is question mark will be replaced with plus. Okay, that is why the correct answer will be plus. Hope you have understood it. So guys, before we move on to the next question, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section, and if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and make sure that you share it with your friends who are also preparing for these kinds of questions. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. We have to figure out what will come in the place of question mark. Okay, so see, first of all, let's try to eliminate the ones which cannot come in this place of question mark. So triangle and star cannot come because they are already coming in the same column, right? So these cannot be the options. Now we are left with circle and square. So see, we have circle and square. So in the same column, if we put can we put a square in this place or not? No, because square is already there in once in this line, right? So definitely here we need to put circle. So what we are left with is square. So square will come here, right? So that is why the correct answer for this question will be square. So question mark will be replaced by square. Let's move on to the next question now. Let's look at this question. We have question mark in the third row. Okay, here we have to tell out of the given options which will come in the place of question mark. See, first of all, triangle cannot come here because triangle is already there in once in this column. So we have removed triangle as the possibility. Then we have square. So square also cannot come here because square is also there in the same row, right? So now we are only left with circle and star. So if you see, if we put a star here, okay, then circle has to go there. Okay, then that is the correct sense. But if you think the other way, can you put a star here? No, because star is already coming in this row, in this column, right? So we cannot put a star there. So the only place for star for this row is here, and then circle can correctly come in that place. So that is why the correct answer for this question is going to be star. So star is the one which will be replacing the question mark in this case. Let's move on to the next one. Let's look at this problem. So in this problem we have, you are given a mathematical statement, okay, and you need to create a correct combination of digits to make LHS equals to RHS. Okay, so like this side of expression we have to make this equals to this, and the condition is one digit may be used once. In some cases all the digits may not be available. Let's try to solve this question. Okay, see, the main condition that is given to us is you cannot use one digit twice. Okay, for example, let's write this statement here, okay, equation here. So we have these places that we need to fill using the digits from 1 to 9. Okay, now it is already told in this question, although we are given all the digits from 1 to 9, but there can be questions where you are not given all the digits from 1 to 9. They might give you few digits out of 1 to 9, okay, like 4, 2, 5, 8 or something they will give, and you have to use those only to find out your answer. But in this question, since all the digits are given to us, let's try to find out the answer. Firstly, I'll tell you the wrong answer, that what is wrong in that answer, and then we will proceed with the correct answer. And guys, I would suggest you, if you already have some idea in mind, pause the video and try to think of it, and then proceed with the solution. If you are not getting any hint, then you can directly watch the solution. Okay, let's see. So I'm telling you what is not the correct way of solving this one. See, one possible way of solving this is 5 into 3 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. So now you might think that, okay, this is correct, and you might select this one, but this is wrong. Why? Because we are already told a condition that one digit should be only used once, and we are using 5 twice in this case, right? That is why this is a wrong one. Now let's see what can be the correct one. See, so incorrect one, you can take a 4, and then one digit you can take is 3. So 4 into 3 will be how much? 12. So how much is remaining now to make it 20? So 8 is remaining, right? So this can be a correct answer. Okay, that is 4 into 3 plus 8 becomes 20. So in this one, what is happening is you are even making your LHS equals to RHS also, and then you are also following the condition, which is one digit is coming once. So this is absolutely correct. Okay, now the main important thing about this question is there can be more than one answers also. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, I have found this answer, but there is another possible solution for this. So yeah, that is totally fine. There can be more than one answers. So I'll tell you what can be the other possible answers for this one. So it can be 2 into 9 plus 2 equals to 20. This is wrong. Okay, I am telling you wrong one first. Next is this one is correct, which I am telling you. So 7 into 2 plus 6, okay, which is 14 plus 6 is 20. This is correct. The first one we saw is correct. This one was wrong. Okay, next one can be 3 into 4 plus 8. 3 into 4 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. So this is also correct, and we are using 3 different digits. Next one is 6 into 2, which is 12, and then plus 8. So this is also absolutely correct, because here also we are using 3 different digits. Okay, none of the digits are repeating. So hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section, and to see more such videos, you can check the complete playlist. Okay, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, because there are a lot of helpful videos that I regularly post. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's try to solve this question. In this question, we have to tell in place of question mark which symbols out of the given option will come. Okay, and the options are plus, circle, triangle, and square. So guys, before solving the video, I would suggest you that please pause it for a moment, try to think of the answer on your own, and then watch with the solution. Okay, so let's now see. The concept is, in this row all the 3 are already coming, the 3 symbols like square, triangle, and plus. So these 3 cannot be the answer. Okay, plus, square, plus, triangle, and square. Okay, the only option that is left is circle. So that is why question mark needs to be replaced with circle in this case. Okay, hope you have understood it. If for any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question, guys. In this question, actually we have to find out what will come in the place of question mark. Okay, and we are given these options. So which symbol will come in the place of question mark, that we have to find. So first, let's try to eliminate the ones which cannot come. So see, circle cannot come because circle is in the same column and in the same row. So one symbol cannot come twice in the same column or same row. Okay, so that is why we have eliminated circle. Now if you see, in this second row already one triangle is there and one star is there. So the remaining 2 which can come is one circle and one square. So circle cannot come here because in this column circle is there. So definitely circle has to be here, and then the remaining one square has to be here, right? So see, now we already found that square will come in this position. So square also is eliminated because question mark at the place of question mark, square cannot come again, right? It can only come once. Now let's try to fill this place. Okay, see, now what we are left with in this row, circle, square is already done. Okay, circle and square is already done. Now triangle and star are left. So triangle cannot come here, right? So the only option for triangle is this one. So that is why star will come here. So in the answer for this question will be triangle, because in place of question mark it will be replaced with triangle. Hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. We have to find out what will come in the place of question mark. We have 4 options: square, triangle, circle, and star. Okay, let's try to understand this problem. First of all, star cannot come because star is already there in this column, right? And one symbol cannot come twice in one same column, right? So we can eliminate star. Star is not going to be the option. Now let's move forward. See, before solving question mark, let's try to fill the positions in this second row. Okay, so in the second row already one circle is there, one square is there. Now we have 2 things which are left, that is star and triangle, that needs to be filled in these 2 places. Now obviously star cannot be filled in this place because already one star is coming, so star has to be filled here, and then the remaining one is what? Triangle. So triangle has to fill here. Now if you see, according to our question, triangle is also eliminated because triangle is already coming in this column, right? Now we are left with 2 options, which is square and circle. So if you see, square, can you put square here? No, right? Because square is already occupied right in the same row. So you have to fill square here, and then circle can be filled here. So if you see, our question mark will be replaced with square. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is going to be square. Hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's try to look at this question. We need to find out in place of question mark which symbol will come. So we have the options as square, triangle, circle, and star. Okay, so let's see. Before directly solving this row, let's try to solve the row where maximum number of symbols are there, because that is the easy trick to solve these questions. See, now we have already square and star, two things in this row. Right now, what are the other two things which can come in these two empty boxes? One circle and one triangle. Obviously triangle cannot come in this row because in this row already one triangle is there. So the only option that can come in this row is circle. Then the only one left for this row is triangle. So triangle will come here and circle will come here. Now let's start eliminating which cannot come in the question mark. First of all, square cannot come because square is coming in the same row. Also triangle cannot come because triangle is also coming in the same column. Now we have two options, which is circle and star. So now even before looking that also, let's try to fill in some more other empty boxes. See, we have this row which is triangle and circle row. In this one already at this position, what can come? Okay, see, already in this column triangle and circle is there. So what are the two options that we are left with? Square and star. So can square come here? No, because square is already coming in this row. So the only option that can come here is star. So square will come here, right? So now since star is also coming in this same row, star also cannot come in the place of question mark because one symbol can come in one time, right? So the only option that we are left for question mark is our circle. So in this case, the question mark is going to be replaced with circle. Hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Moving on to the next one. Let's try to solve this question. Here we have a question mark given to us. We need to find out of the given options which symbol can come in the place of question mark. The options that we have are square, triangle, circle and star. So see, before we directly find out what will come in the place of question mark, we need to eliminate which cannot come. Okay, so see, obviously triangle cannot come, right? Because triangle is already coming once in this row, right? Now directly we cannot think of what will come in place of question mark. For that we need to fill some other empty boxes. Let's try to fill this empty box. Okay. In this column, if you see, already star, square and circle is coming. So only one option is left, which is triangle. So triangle will come here, right? So in this way, we can also say that triangle was already eliminated for us. So that is fine. Now let's try to fill these two empty boxes. Okay, what can come here? See, already star is there and square is there. So what is left is circle and one more triangle is remaining. Okay, so triangle cannot come here because already in this column triangle is coming. So triangle will go here and circle will go here. Now see, we can even eliminate circle also from our options because circle is coming in the same column, right? Let's now see what else can come here. If you see, let's try to fill in these two boxes. Okay, so circle is here and triangle is here. So if circle is here and circle is here and star is here. Okay, so if circle and star is there, what are the two options left for us? We have square and we have triangle. Okay, so can square come here? Yes, it can come, but triangle cannot come here because triangle was already occupied with the other one. So I am going to put triangle here. Okay, so now square is also eliminated from our options. Now the only option that is left for the question mark is star. So question mark is going to be replaced with star. Hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. We have the question mark here and we have to find which symbol will come in the place of question mark. See, first of all, star and triangle cannot come because star and triangle are already in the first row, right? So we will eliminate both of them. Now we are only left with square and circle. So see, square can come, but if you see the other position in the same row, square cannot come here because square is already there in this last column. So the only option that we have for square in the first row is this place, and then circle can come here. So in this way, the correct answer for this question will be square. Okay, that is the question mark will be replaced by square. Let's look at this question. In this question, we have question mark at the first cell, okay, which is in first row and first column. Let's see which thing can come here, which symbol can come here. Obviously, star cannot come because star is in the same column. So we will eliminate star. Then we will see what are the other options. See, in the second row, if you see, already one square is there, one triangle is there, and one square, one triangle, and one star is there. Okay, which means only place left for this is circle here. Okay, so circle is already here, which means this position is blocked by circle, and so circle can also not come in this question mark place because circle is already coming in this column, right, at another place. We have now two options left, triangle and square. See, if we put square here, that is not possible. Can we put that? No, because in this row already one square is there. So square cannot come here. So the only place for square is here in this column. So square will come here and then triangle will come here. So the correct answer for this question is going to be square. That is, the question mark will be replaced with square. Let's look at this question. In this one, we have to find out at the place of question mark, out of the given options, which symbol will come. Okay, and the options are circle, triangle, star, square and plus. Okay, so let's see how to solve this question. But before that, I would suggest you guys that please pause for a moment, try to solve it on your own, and then you can proceed with the solution. This way you will get the better practice of solving these types of questions. Okay, let's now see. First of all, what we will do, we will try to eliminate which cannot come, right? So see, circle cannot come obviously because circle is already there once in this row, right? So more than one circle cannot come again. So that is why we have eliminated circle. Let's eliminate in the same way square also, because square is also there in the same row. We can also eliminate plus because plus is already there once in that column. Now we are left with only two symbols, that is star and triangle. So let's now try to see what can come here. Okay, in order to see what will come in place of question mark, we will try to figure out what can come here out of star and triangle. See, if you see in this row, can star come here? No. Why? Because star is already in this row. Okay, so star cannot come in this place. Can star come here? No, it cannot come in this place. So the only place is left for star in the second column is this one, right? C2 column is this one. Now if star itself is coming here, then the possibility of star coming in the place question mark is also eliminated. So now we are only left with one symbol, which is triangle. So the correct answer for this question is going to be triangle. So triangle will come in the place of question mark. Hope you have understood the logic. So make sure that you ask any doubts if you have in the comment section. Moving on to the next one. Let's look at this question. So what we are told is, see, I'll tell you what is the question. First we are told these two grids follow the same rule. Basically this grid and this grid follow the same rule. We have to understand the pattern, and then we are asked a question based on that. Which of these groups follow the same rule that was followed in the given, like these two images. Okay, and now these are our option images. We have to tell. So let's mark the images. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, these are like 4 different grids. Okay, so we have to tell out of these 4 which of them are following the same pattern as per the question images. Okay, so let's try to understand the pattern. So the pattern is in the first row and in the last row we have this plus marks. Okay, and okay, now before guys watching the solution, I would suggest that pause the minute and think of it. Okay, then only your like muscle memory will increase, and then you will get the practice of solving these kinds of questions. Otherwise, if you will watch directly, then you won't get it. Okay, so now we will proceed with the solution. So if you have also practiced or tried from your end, then you can start watching the solution. See now, in the first row and the last row we have plus here. Here also in the first row and the last row we have plus here. So the logic is first row and last row has plus in all the cells. Okay, basically based on this rule we have to find out. Now let's see this first option. See, in first option, first row does not have the plus in all the cells. Let's see second row. Yes, second row does have. So we can say yes, this is following the logic. Third row, the third image, yes, the third image is also following it. So we can say yes, this is also following the logic. And fourth again is not following the logic. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option number, like that is image number second and image number 3 are following the same rule as per the given images. Okay, so hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Okay, and to see more such videos, you can check the complete playlist. Okay, that is there on the channel. So let's now move on to the next question. So guys, we have this question. Okay, and this is a DIY question for you, which means I am not going to tell you the answer of this question. You need to figure it out by yourself. First, let's read the problem statement. The problem statement is you are given a mathematical statement and you need to create a correct statement of correct combination of digits to make LHS equals to RHS. There is a note that is given to us, that is one digit may be used only once. In some cases, all the digits may not be available. Okay, so let's see how you can solve this. See, I'll tell you the condition. Okay, but I'm not going to tell the solution in this case. So for example, if you have this as your expression, okay, now you have to select 3 digits out of the given options and you have to tell which of these digits will make your answer as 6. Okay, and the condition is you should not repeat one digit twice. For example, if you have taken a 2 here, then you cannot take 2 here and here. Okay, hope you have understood the like conditions and all. So make sure this is a DIY question. What you need to do, you need to solve it by yourself and you need to write down the answer of this question in the comment box. So make sure to attempt it.
So guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you do, please give it a like. If you have any more doubts, please drop them in the comment section. You can also join me on Telegram and follow me on Instagram as well. You can ask your queries over Instagram DM too. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss on any of the important updates or notification whenever I upload a new video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video.